All right. Hi, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. In the chat, you can write yes if you can hear me, guys. Yes, I see one yes. Others, come on, guys, come on. Let's understand that if you can hear me or not. Yes, that's good. Okay, everybody can hear me, right? See, guys, I want your full attention in this session. Um, you're audible. Thanks. In this session, right? So be with me till the end. Here I have two screens set up. You can see your messages here. So I'll be responding to all of your questions, doubts, messages, whatever is there. Okay. But in return, I want your full attention. Cool. Okay. So guys, let's get started. Okay. The topic is from idea to development, building and shipping full stack web application. Um, I'm going to extend and tell you one more thing that it's not just about web application, it's about any kind of application. Okay. It will be focused on web application, but I'm going to also talk about any kind of application. When I'm talking about application, please do not think about mobile app or web app. It can be anything. It can be an audio device. It can be if you have heard about how many of have you heard about Tesla, the car Tesla? Yes, no. Tesla, there is a brand called Tesla which produces electric car, automatic electric cars, right? I see one yes. Others, guys, please let me know. Only one yes. Basically, it is an automatic car, right, which runs automatically. You know, um, it also has I see the car as an application. Okay, in that case, okay, and then back end there is a back end, there is a front end of that application. Okay, so I see as that. So whenever I'm saying application, it does not only mean web application. Yeah, when I'm saying web application, then it means web application. But again, this session will actually cover that kind of scenarios as well. Okay, so cool. Let's go, guys. The idea is basically simple. We will understand from ideation to code to launch to see the real users reviews and everything and how to improve upon your deployments. Okay, so we will see all that. Again, this session is basically for the whole story of how it happens. uh, we'll not exactly we'll not exactly talk about the coding part of it, but we'll talk about the coding part of it, not do the coding part of it, but we'll see an overview that what are you getting into. You should know what are you getting into. Okay, if you have not started it, if you have started it but not completed it, if you have if you want to increment your knowledge base on the same, whatever the case you have, this will help you out to understand where you are in, what are you into, going into. Okay, cool. So let's get started, guys. So I am Abhay. I've been doing this over 5 years now. Okay, I've I had this privilege for mentoring above 3,000 plus aspiring full stack developers all over the world, across the world, right? My people, who have been with me are, few are founders, few are, on big four companies, on high growth startups, right? They are launched their careers in a lot of really good companies. Okay, really interesting companies which are doing like really good. Okay. Um, I can proudly say that people who have with me, they understand the product. So they want to join something which has meaning, okay, uh, which gives them purpose to build something. Okay, that is very important. That's in this lesson, in this whole lecture, I'm trying to give you that as well. Some purpose behind everything should be there, right? So yeah, let's get started, guys. Let's get started. Okay, before getting started, just I'm going to take your 2 minutes to tell you about Regenesis integrated leadership and management model. We really believe in this, to be honest. Okay, we really believe that holistic growth is very important. When I say holistic growth, I'm talking about your spiritual, emotional, intelligence and physical quotient. Okay, if you're all these aspect of your life, of your being, if it goes up, your team, your institution which you are connected with, your external world, maybe your customers, maybe your people, right, your other rival companies, everyone benefits from you. Okay, so everybody has a positive impact if you grow yourself holistically like this. This is Regenesis graduate attributes, which we believe is very important for someone who graduates from Regenesis has these attributes for sure. Okay, which is think differently. We actually in this session also, you will understand what think differently is. You will face a lot of things, or you will forced to think a lot of things right now in this session that will pull you towards think differently. Okay, think differently as I mean, you must have understood what is it, right? Thinking differently, being imaginative but stay on the ground to complete the project, right? Lead consciously is very important. Again, you have to be purpose driven, you have to be self-aware, you have to be um, really thinking about others, right? Okay, you should harness diversity, because try to understand, in this software world you will be working with various people from various countries, various believers, right? Various they will believe in different things, right? And you have to work with them, right? And when you work with them, you will understand that everybody has a quality, and you need to know how to harness that. Okay, comport yourself professionally, very important. Professionalism in this world is very important right now. Having a global outlook is also very important. Being global, but again, keep yourself local. That is like a very important thing. Okay. Ground decision in evidence. Obviously, whenever you take a decision, it should be based on something, based on some facts, some things which is already there. Okay, then only we take decisions, even while making apps. Okay, cool. Let's go, guys. Now, let's understand the main thing. Why this webinar? Why we are all there? Why we are all here? Okay. So we are going to see like why most people never ship a real project. You will see, you will actually understand when I complete this, you will actually understand why people never ship a real project. Okay. The gap between learning and building. Now, try to understand, it's age of AI. You can literally build anything with AI. Do you agree? Yes, no? This is age of AI and you can build anything, literally anything with AI. Do you agree, guys? Yes, no? I can see the chat. Come on, write it. The screen looks small. Okay, wait, let me check. Okay, others, guys, everybody can see my screen. Like, is it expanded properly? In my case, it is expanded. Let me know once. Is it properly visible, my PPT? Everyone, please give me yes, no once. Come on, guys. It shows 2 slides, maybe. 1 slide only. Okay, let me check. It is visible on my side. Maybe make 1 slide only. Okay, let me check once. Why is it like that? May reshare, okay. Okay, now please let me know. Yes, better. Okay, okay. Perfect now. Oh, actually it was for me, both were same. For some reason, I'm not sure why. Maybe a glitch. Okay. So, okay, let's go. So why this webinar? Why most people never ship real project? That's the answer you will get at the end. You will understand that really nicely. And the question was the gap between learning and building, right? So I was talking about AI. So nowadays, everybody we know, right, that we can build things with AI. Yes, we can build anything with AI. But I'll tell you, there is a problem. Trust me, try to understand this. If you don't know how things work, like how deeply things actually work, if you don't know the end to end, if you don't have that end to end understanding of every single thing, you will never build a real project. Never. Okay. Even if you build, you will get, you know, some some problem which cannot be solved normally. Okay. So it's not even possible to do that. People who are using AI nowadays in full stack development perfectly are the ones who have that deep knowledge of everything, like of full of the all full stack development. Meaning, those are the people who were building before AI, who are building things before AI are building things after AI. The the difference is the speed, the time. That's all. Is it making sense what I'm saying? Okay. So the people who are making things before AI are making things now. Okay. Those are the people who are making things now. Nobody else. Okay. It's just the it's just the time and speed and accuracy is much, much better now. Cool. So that's what you have to understand here. Okay. That is why this webinar is that is what this webinar is all about. Now, what you will learn today, how to convert an idea into a product. Okay. If you have an idea, everybody have an idea, right? How do you convert that idea to a product? How front end, back end, and database connects. How your front end, back end, and database all connect together and works. Okay. How deployment works, understanding real world workflows. Okay. All these you will understand today. Okay. Let's go next. Okay, this is the bigger picture, guys. Try to understand this part. First, that idea comes into mind, right? First, maybe some idea comes to your mind, okay? Then the planning phase starts, then the UI phase starts, then the backend phase starts, and then it ends, then database, then testing, then deployment, okay? Now, I am telling you it a bit faster. I am going to slow it down. I'm going to slow it down in next few slides. I'm going to talk about each things, what happens in each things, each phases, what happens in each phases. That's what I'm going to talk about. Okay. Let me go to the next one. Okay. First, step one, turning an idea into a product. Okay. It's a real easy thing. First of all, identify a real problem. Okay. Recently, one of my student made this. Try to understand. So basically, it's for those who have aids, cannot see properly or cannot hear properly. You don't have to do anything. You just have to talk to your computer, and by using LLMs, you have made a full stack app which can do a lot of things, automate a lot of things just by speaking to the computer. Okay. It is already there, but it is like an improved version of the same thing. Okay. Now, again, identifying a real problem is really important here. Okay. If you are making something, you need to identify a real problem, define the target users, who are your users, right? And define core features like MVPs. You cannot build everything in the first version. That's not possible. If you are making a social media app, don't go ahead and build every single thing. Build your MVP, minimum viable product, right? So then after that, you can slowly and steadily push new features according to the feedbacks and everything, right? So these are important steps. Now, this is where everything starts. Okay. Now, please, everybody, full attention here. Okay. Now, I'm not going to only show you, I'm going to show a whiteboard as well and draw a lot of things. So planning before coding. So create a feature list. First of all, we need to create a feature list. Now, can anybody tell me what is a feature list? Please, in the chat. Guys, I want your answers in the chat. Everybody, whoever is there, everybody needs to really, answer it. Okay. Whatever you think, please answer that. Okay. What is feature list? What is a feature list? Come on. Yep. Yep. Things your application must be able to do. Yes. List of function you want the web to perform. Yep, yep, absolutely. Absolutely, guys. So list of features, right, that your things has. Now, when I talk about feature, okay, let's take an example of a app. Okay, let's take an example of an app. So let's take an example of, okay, give me an idea. What kind of app? E-commerce, social media, something different, whatever comes to your mind, guys. Give me an example of an app. It can be a social media app, it can be an e-commerce app, it can be any kind of app, anything in the chat. I'm going to take that example and give you like what is feature list exactly. This is what your system required. Alibaba. Okay, that's good one. Any others, guys? Transport booking app. Yep. Okay, that's also a good one. Okay, let's take any one of them. Okay, let's take Alibaba for example. Okay, that was the first chat. Let me take the Alibaba example. Hotel Trivago. Okay, that's also a good one. Okay, let me take the first thing and let's think about all the features that we can build. Okay, again, let's stick to MVP. Maybe the first version of Alibaba or something like that. Okay, so let me just stop my sharing for right now. Uh, Let me. Okay. Everybody, can you see my screen? Yes, no. I'm sharing a whiteboard right now. Yes, nice. Okay. So when I'm saying feature list, I am talking about features, right? Now, when I'm talking about technical features, okay, let's start from the first thing. Okay, what do you see in Alibaba? You see products, right? You see list of product, right? So something which shows lists of products, correct? Lists of products, yes, no? Okay, so you can see list of products. Now, generally what happens is there are filters, correct? When you go ahead in Amazon or Alibaba or whatever, there are filters as in like what is the category of your product, right? What is the price range you want, stuff like that. There are a lot of things, right, guys? So let's say this list of product, I want some filters. For now, for MVP, it can be category, it can be price, it can be brand. Okay, these three are there, everyone. Okay, is it clear? Yes, no, maybe. This is feature list. Feature list. Okay, cool, guys, everyone. Okay, what else? What else is there? What else is there? Come on, come on. Every feature, whatever is coming in your mind. Let's at least add 5 to 10 features, not even 10, at least 5, 7, 8, whatever. Okay, come on, everyone. List of product is very clear. I know. What else? Give me examples. Come on, guys. I hope everybody has done some online shopping in any website. What features do you have there? It's a very simple question. Add to cart feature, very good. Cart, very good. Next, trending products may come in list of products. Okay, Daniel, may come in list of products. We can actually create a category, like category called trending, correct? We can actually create a category called trending. Details of product will come in list of products. Actually, you know what? You are right. Detail of product. Good, good. Very nice. Okay, detail of product is actually correct. Detail of product. Why? I'm not saying products. Product. Difference. List of product is just list of a product. This television, this shoe, this mobile, this laptop, this. Whatever the list of product is. Detail of product is, let's say, a mobile, right? A specific product. What is the detail of that product? What is the specification of that, right? Whatever is it, it will be here. Wish list. Thank you. Nice. Wish list. Wish list. Okay. Nice. What else, guys? We are missing something, some crucial features. We are missing some crucial features. Come on. Chat box for message suppliers. Sure. Chat box to message suppliers. Okay. What else? Come on. We are missing some crucial features. Create. Absolutely. Yes. Create account or sign up. Both are different features. Sign up and login. Both are different features, right? We consider them different features. Search bar. Yep. List of products you got right. Here you can search with, let's say, name as well. Okay. So it will be happening in the list of products, Daniel. Okay. Any other things missing? Okay. Let's say payment integration. Yeah, sure. Payment. Okay. Let's say that's it. Okay. Nothing else. Okay. These are the list of features. Cool. Now, these are the list of features. Okay. Now, next process is defining a user flow. How will the user come? What will happen? That kind of flow. So that is what's going to happen next. Now, generally, what happens first? What do you do? Like when you go to a website, what do you do? Let's say you are a buying user. You are a buying user means you want to buy something. Okay. You want to buy something. So when you go to a website, what do you do? Web app, website, whatever app, VR shopping. If you use that, VR glasses for shopping, there are a lot of websites nowadays. Anything, what do you do first? Come on, guys. When you go to a website, what do you sign up? Yes, absolutely. This is the first part, correct? I sign up. Okay. Then you sign up. That's good. What do you do after signing up? Let's say your account is created. Okay. After your account created, what do you do? What do you do with that account? Login. Absolutely. Thank you. We log in. Okay. We log in into that account. Okay. That's good. Then what do we do? Come on, guys. Come on, everybody. Try. Add to cart. No, you have not even seen the product. How can you add to cart? Search for the items you're looking for. Absolutely. So basically list the product, right? This is the third one. Correct? Search for product you need. Absolutely. Correct, guys. So third one is list of product, meaning you can search, you can see by categories, you can see by price, brand, whatever you want. Basically, you search by something, okay? By any of these category, price, brand, name, whatever it is, okay? Then you search the products. Then what do? Get to landing page. Landing page? Why would you get to landing page? We are very far away from landing page. You were in the landing page, you go to sign up, you signed up, you logged in, you have seen the product, detail product. Yes, detail of product. You check out that if you really need the product or not. That's correct. 4. Then what do? What do you do? Wish list, add to cart. Yeah, correct. Okay. So here, either the user maybe, can add to cart or add to wish list, correct? Can do two things, two actions. So in that detailed product page, they will see buttons, correct? Two buttons, add to cart and add to wish list. So you can do anything. Let's say the long version, okay? Let's say the fifth one is this, and after like 2 days from wish list, they added to cart, okay? So first they did like they checked out detail of the product, they liked it, they added it to wish list. Maybe they directly add cart, they directly added to cart, maybe. Okay, may or may not be. Maybe they added to wish list after 2-3 days, then they added to cart. So it can be two things, either directly cart or first wish list, then cart, or wish list, then nothing, right? That can also happen. I'm not going to that scenario. I'm going to a complete scenario. I want a complete scenario. Again, we are developers, right? So we should stick to the developing part, not thinking about the product exactly right now. Yeah, in future you have to think about the product as well. Okay, but let's say they go to add to cart. Okay, what after that? What after adding to cart? What after adding to cart? Payment, absolutely. Make payment. Let me call it. Yeah, payment. Payment is fine. This does payment, right? 7. Now, after payment, they will receive the product, right? Proceed to payment, absolutely. They will receive the product, right? After some days, right? After they receive the product, if product they like the product, they want it in bulk, they can reach out to the supplier. That might be the last step, right? Or maybe if they don't have enough detail on the product, they will message the suppliers. So it can happen anytime, right? So this is our what? User flow, correct? So we made two things. We made feature list and user flow. Everybody clear? Now we know what are we making. Everybody knows what are we making? Yes, no. Is it clear? Is it making sense? Come on, guys. Clear? Nice. Nice. Everybody, let's be very active in the chat, okay? Cool. Now, after defining feature list and user flow, the next part is basic wireframing. Okay. Again, basic wireframing does not mean creating exact UI. We are developers. We should not go to Figma and create UI. Okay. We should, once we have learned a lot, we know where to put what, because that is another study, like, which is good for user. What does user see? What does user think? That is another study. Okay. That psychological, and how do you place what, and which color should you give, that is the different thing. Okay, for us it's wireframing can be just drawing out with your pen. Okay, that's what wireframing is. Now if I'm wireframing, I will actually like to go as per user flow. So I will make a sign up. Okay, sign up will have name, email, password, confirm password. This is a form, correct? There's a form. You can write your name, you can write your email, password, confirm password. Then there will be a sign up button. Clear? This is our sign up page, right? Okay, let me just copy paste. Okay, here. First you sign up, right? That's the first part. Then you log in. Login is basically just email and password, right? Just email and password. Correct, guys? So login is just email and password. So after you sign up, you log in. Correct? Again, this is basic wireframing. I'm not going to go very, very crucially deep into it, but that is basic wireframing. Okay. Now, what do you do after second? After second, there is third, list of products. Okay, list of products. So you go to the main page of Alibaba. Maybe it's like this. The MVP looks like this. I'm not sure how it looks right now. I've not shopped from Alibaba for a while. So maybe there is a search bar. According to us, we can search the name of product, right? And there are a lot of filters, right? Like category, category, category. Okay. What about price is there and brand, right? You can filter with price, low, high. So there will be lower price, there will be high price, right? So you can filter with that as well. Okay. After that, brand, you can choose brand. Okay. So you can choose whatever brand you need. So with this, you can list all the product. Listing of products will be, first product, product one, P1, right? P2, right? Basically all the list of products. So it will be an overview. Okay, P1, P2, P3, right? This is the next part. Yes or no, guys? Everybody? Nice so far? Everybody can understand this much? Nice. So let's say the user actually liked this product, P2, okay? And clicked on P2 and clicked on P2. Then what will happen from list of product, you will go to detail of product, correct? Detail of product P2. So that's the next step, right? That's the next step. So detail of product. So you can, okay, P2 product, P2 product, the picture of product, right? Maybe here, there will be pictures you can, there will be multiple pictures, right? There can be multiple pictures. One, two, one. I cannot, I hope you understand. Basically, three pictures are there. Okay, you can just swipe, three pictures are there. Okay, some price is given here. Okay, some price is given here. Okay, and you can, there is a add to cart button, there is a wish list, add to wish list button. Okay, and chat with supplier button, and then all the description is given here. Okay, description is given here, where whatever description of the product given here. Okay, this is add to cart button, ATC. Okay, this is wish list, add to wish list, add to wish list, ATW, let's call it. Okay, and finally this last one was what, chat with supplier, right? Chat with supplier, CWS. Is it clear, guys? This is MVP. Again, we are going to strictly stick with whatever features we have discussed so far. According to that feature, this is the page that we made. Correct? Yes, no, everyone? Yes. Now this is all right now we are doing. We are thinking about it right now, according to Alibaba, you know. So, okay, then this is the next thing. When you clicked on P2, this is what you see. Three images. You can swipe, check out each one of them. You can swipe both the sides, let's say. The price is given, add to cart button, add to wishlist button, and chat with supplier button. And then description. You can read it, whatever is the product thing. Okay. After you have confirmed, let's say you are actually buying it, you are adding to cart directly, not going to add to wish list. Okay. So next is add to cart. So in that page, what will you have? In that page, what will you have? In that page, you will have what? Come on. In add to cart page, what do you see? Let's say you added the product to cart specifically. What will you see? Come on, guys, you tell me. Try, guys, try. Payment options, yes. What else? There can be a lot of things. ETA of delivery, very good. What else? What else, guys? Only these two? Adding Your chosen item. Yep. So basically, yes, you guys are right. Let's say a little bit of summary about your P2. This is a one picture of P2, image of P2. One image, okay, any one image. Then, P2, the name of the product, right? Quantity, how much quantity have you taken, right? Right? How much quantity have you taken? A drop down, you can change the quantity. Let's say it's 2 right now. There is a drop down, you can change it, make it more if you want, right? Um, After P2, you have 2 quantity. What else you will have? You will have proceed to checkout button, right? That payment button, right? So payment button, right? You will also have, let's say, in this half of the screen, you will have your address and ETA of delivery, right? These information are mandatory to have, correct? Yes, no, maybe, right? These informations are mandatory to have. We have to have these informations to do anything. So let's say they continue to payment is successful, and they have ordered, right? We have we have to also make one more page called orders page, my orders, right? Because people, users, they will never tolerate they have given payment and if you don't show them orders page, right? So my orders, basically it will just show you this exact thing. Okay, it will show you this exact thing. Okay, picture of P2, image of P2, details, ETA and everything. Okay, basically something like this except the payment. Okay, you P2 product, 2 you have ordered, and your estimated time of delivery is this. This is your address where it is delivering. So all that information will be here of your order. Okay. So that is the complete workflow. Okay, that is basic wireframing. Okay, so again, what do we do first? We create the feature list. We created the user flow. We created a basic wireframing. Okay. Next, this next process, guys, and again, try to understand this is right now mixed process, meaning back end, front end mixed. We are mixing both. Okay. But the next process in this planning phase is specifically related to backend, specifically database. Okay. Specifically database. So listen to this well. Okay. Now, if I go up, we have done a lot of things, correct? Now we need to think about how do we keep our data. Okay. This is important, guys. Everyone pay attention to me. Okay. How do we keep our data? Now you will say, Abhay, we can use a database, correct? Let's talk about this obvious thing. Right, guys? Yes, no. Yes, right. Good. Now try to understand there are things which you have to think. There is a whole think shifting. You have to shift your thinking fully, okay, to understand this. Because so far what you are doing was easy because front end was involved. Okay, here no front end is involved. It's logic that we understand, we developers understand. No one else in the outside understands. Okay, now the thing is that we don't see database very simply. We see database a bit um, organizedly, meaning we first of all define what is the which entity needs data. Which entity needs data? Okay, like user is an entity, correct? What do you need of user? When you sign up, you just needed name, email, password, correct? Let's say in future address as well you have, and their card details, correct, guys? Yes, no? These are the data of user we need. Yes. Okay, so user being an entity, a collection, okay, separate entity. So there is a database. One of the collection is user. Like that, there can be another collection called products. Okay, products. What is products? Product meaning, oh, one more thing is very important, which I've missed. ID of the user. Okay, ID can be any random hexadecimal numbers. Hexadecimal meaning alphabets and numbers mixed. Okay, specifically alphabets from A to F, not more than that. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. Till that, it is a hexadecimal. Okay. Everybody is understanding what is hexadecimal? We human, we use decimals, means 0 to 9, correct? Meaning we write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then we repeat 11, 12. That's all repetition, 10, 11, 12 of repetition of 0 to 9. Now hexadecimal is 0 to F and then repetition, meaning 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, then repeat 1, 0. It's not 10. It's not 10. 1, 0 is not 10. What it is, figure out. It can be 16, it can be 17, it can be anything. Figure out. Okay. So see here, products. When I talk about product, I'm talking about ID of product, name of product, right? Category of product. I'm talking about price of product. I'm talking about brand of product. I am talking about quantity of product, which quantity is available, correct? Yes, no, right, guys? Now, please try to understand where is the mind shift. The mind shift is this. So far, we were literally talking about a product without thinking what is a product. We never defined what is the user. User is ID, name, email, password, address, card details. This is a user. We never defined it. Though we know in our head, we know that user is there, but what is user? Now in database, we actually define. That's what database is. You define each entity and relate them. I'll tell you how you relate them later. Okay. Now, I hope everybody is understanding. That's what database does. Okay. Think deeply. Guys, again, if you have questions, it should be in the chat. If you have questions, don't keep it in your mind. It should be in the chat. I'm really happy to answer. Okay. But it should not be inside your mind. It should be in the chat. Cool. Let's go. Products. Then we have orders. Correct? Orders. Why? What is order or orders? Now, why did you even take that? What is orders? Try to understand. Try to understand. Okay, one more thing here in the product is important, is detail of the product, right? Details. Okay. Details of product, details of supplier, contact of supplier, contact details of supplier, contact details, okay, of supplier, contact details. And details will have all the description thing. Okay. This is a product. See, even I am missing out. Try to understand, even I am missing out. So you have to think so deeply. Nobody here told me about these. But now when you see this, everybody tell me, did we add this in the feature list? The details and the CWS, contact supplier, but nobody here even thought about that. Correct? Yes, no. Yeah, right. So this miss out happens because we are not used to thinking this way. Okay. You have to force yourself to think that way. Okay. Now orders, let's understand orders. Orders is what? Let's say you are in the product description page. Okay. You clicked on add to cart. Okay. The thing which is in your cart is a pending order. Does that make sense? The thing right now in your cart, when you clicked on add to cart, is a pending order, right? Okay. So there can be a lot of kind of order, pending order or confirmed order. Simple. Let's keep it this two. Okay. Even if the payment fails, it will be pending order. Okay. If the payment succeeds, then it can be confirmed order. Okay. Oh, actually, let's say delivered order, confirmed order, pending order. So there are three kinds of order. Okay. So status. So ID of order, let's say first of all, ID of order, product ID, product ID. Product ID is important, correct? To create an order, you need a product, correct? So you need the product's ID. Can I call it product ID here? To have an order, you need product's ID, that particular product's ID. So this is ID of order. This is product ID, means this product's ID. Okay. You see the relation between order and product? Yes, no? Yes. Okay. Then you need user ID. Why? You need user ID. Why? In order, you need user ID. Why do you need a user ID? Come on. In order to connect where order is going. Yes, exactly. Who is placing the order? Who is placing the order? The user, correct? So the one who is placing the order, I want that person's ID. Because with that person's ID, then only in the add to cart page, in the add to cart page, only then I can show the details of ETA. Because address, user's object has the address. User data, when you see that user's data, it has address. Okay, that will connect with the order, right? So you need the user's ID in for that, right? So you need product ID, you need user ID. Great. What else? You need status. What are statuses? What are available statuses? It can be pending, pending. It can be delivered. It can be confirmed, 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 and it can be delivered. There might be more in future. In the next version, you can add more statuses. Delivered. Also cancelled. Absolutely. Okay, let's add cancelled as well. Cancelled. Okay, cancelled order. So these are the statuses of an order. Okay. This you require to create an order. Also, when was it created, right? When was the order created? So created and updated. So created and updated. Created and updated it. So these, what is this updated created means when was the order created and when was it updated means when was status changed, last change, what time, date time object. So we deal with date time object, something called date time object. So it has basically a timestamp which has a date, which has a time, even millisecond, like, it's very specific. Okay, when was it updated? Cool. So these two items we need. Then we actually create a proper order. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, no? Clear. Now, still, we are still here to, think about chat box, the, supplier and this. Not only that, we are still about to think about the user who is a supplier, We still yet to think about that. Okay. I want you to think about it. Okay. This can be your homework or something, you can take it as an assignment. Think about how do you do that? How do you go ahead and do that? Again, guys, people will tell you that, you have to code, but no, it's not coding. It's problem solving. Please try to understand. There is a very big difference. Okay. Become a problem solver. Coding is meant for you to understand, meaning code like JavaScript or whatever we are using MERN, right? MERN stack. That's what we teach in main sessions. So this is built for you to learn. Okay, this is for human beings, not for computers. Computer does not understand JavaScript. Okay, computers understand zeros and ones. We are not able to write it. Okay, so it's easy to learn that. So we easily learn JavaScript and everything. And trust me, it is not that tough. Tough part is this, the mindset set shift. Okay. So I hope everybody got an idea about wireframing, how to think about database and the basic part of it. Okay. Now let me share my screen again. Give me 1 minute. Let me share my PPT. Okay. Mm, Give me 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Let me know if everyone can see my screen. Yes, no. The PPT I'm talking about. Wait. No, it's wrong PPT. Give me 1 minute. Okay, let me. Oh, is this possible? Okay. Hi, 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 hi. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I think my Wi-Fi was faulty. I just turned another Wi-Fi on. Sorry about that, guys. That's why it's hot. Why was it not working? Okay, let me. I'm still live, right? Let me know. Thank you guys for being here with me. Not sure why this happened. Mhm. Okay, okay. Everybody can see my screen. Please give me yes or no in the chat. Thank you for being here. Okay. Yes, I can see. Thank you so much. Okay, so we created feature list. We talked about user flow, and we built the wireframe on that user flow, right? We thought about the database structure properly, right? And try to understand this is exactly what we do. Okay, this is exactly what we do. We just write codes on this. Okay, we just write codes on this. Okay, now this is designing the user interface. This is more like creating those pages, the pages that we built, right? Each page, login, sign up, all the pages, just creating them. Identify required pages, we already did, right? Breaking UI into reusable component, done, right? uh, Basically what this means is, let's say I'm making a nav bar. Okay, nav bar, everybody understands? Yes, no? Everybody understand nav bar, navigation bar in a website, which has that home, about, service, image, login, sign up, a lot of buttons at the top. Yes. So that is a nav bar. Okay. Now, same nav bar can be used throughout the same page. So one component of nav bar you have built one time and then you reuse it. Generally, this feature is in React, React.js, Next.js, both. Okay. So you will get this feature there. Then we should focus on user experience, how users experience your app, and that you will only understand once you do what we did right now, right? We go through each of the pages and thought like a user. What if I am a user? Then still you will miss a lot of things when you build a real world application. You will still miss a lot of things, and that's fine. That's fine. That's not a problem. Design for responsiveness meaning that it should work on mobile, tab, and desktop application, desktop apps, right? Properly. So in wherever I open your app, it should be fine. Okay, basically. Okay, let's go building the backend. Now, here comes the elephant in the room. Actually, we were talking about this elephant a lot. Okay, we were talking about the login, like the feature list. You remember, guys? The feature list is not feature list, it's basically API list. Okay, what is an API? I'm going to talk about it. Okay, now listen to me properly. Before API, you need to understand in backend that what is a server. Can anybody tell me in the chat, what is a server? What is a server, guys? Come on. System that provides service clients. Yep. Okay, let me tell you in a simple term. Okay. Um, everybody is using laptop or a mobile phone, right? To see this laptop, mobile phone, desktop, something, right? Yes, no. You're using something, guys? Laptop, mobile phone, desktop, anything you are using? Yes, no. Obviously, you are using something, right? That can be a server. That can be a server. Laptop, absolutely. That can be a server. Now, how? Think about this. Like when we develop, where do we develop things? Where do we develop things? In our laptops, right? We can develop in mobile as well. You know, it need a lot of configurations, but don't go with that idea. Laptop is the best. Let's say laptop. Okay, laptop or desktop. Okay. So you're using a laptop to build things for you. Okay. Now, when you're building things in a laptop, you're testing things in a laptop. Why can't you deploy in a laptop? Right? It's a very simple fact. You know, our computers can be a server easily. Okay. It just needs to connect with internet. Okay. It just needs to connect with an internet. Okay. Let me explain how. Let me share my screen once more. Which screen? The board. The board. Okay. Give me 1 minute. This is interesting, guys. This is interesting. So be with me. You will actually understand a very simple fact of how. Just a second. Whiteboard. Okay. 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 Everybody can see my whiteboard. Yes, no. Everybody can see the whiteboard. Yes. Okay. Now let's say these are our computers. This is computer one. Let me have it in the middle. This is computer one. Okay. Okay. This is two. This is three. This is four. Okay. I'm assuming that each of these computers are connected with internet. Okay. I'm assuming that each of these computers are connected with internet. So if they're connected with internet, they will have an IP address, okay, and a public IP address. So there is a local IP address and a public IP address, okay. So I'm not going to go to very detail of networking. Just understand very simply. IP address is an address is like our address, okay. If anybody of you tell me your address, for example, you live in apartment number this is the apartment name, this is the street, this is the city, this is the country, this is the zip code. If you give me a proper address, can I reach to your house? Yes, no. If you give me a proper address, can I reach to your house? Easily. Yes. Anyone, come on. Yes, right? Exactly, that is IP address. IP addresses are unique. Nobody can have same IP because addresses are unique, right? Your address is unique. Nobody has your address, right? So every computer has IP address. Okay. How does it looks like? It looks like this. 168.211.148. 202. Okay, like this. Okay, everybody has random IP address. C2 also has C4, C3. Everybody has random IP address. Okay, but this is for accessing the internet. Okay, now this is for accessing the internet. What do I mean? Meaning you can access the internet, but what is internet? What am I talking about accessing? I am talking about accessing data. Simple, right? I am talking about accessing some data, but from whom? Who? Who is that person? Who am I accessing data from? Now you will say you are accessing data from Amazon, right? Alibaba, right? So let's say Alibaba, right? This is Alibaba. We call it a server, but it's a computer. So this is Alibaba's server. Okay. By the way, there are many servers and there are a lot of things. Okay. I'm not going to go into very nitty gritty of how it works. Just understand something. This server is a computer, correct? Alibaba's server is a computer. So it will have an IP address, right? Yes, no. Okay. IP address. So let's say when you write in your Chrome, let's say in your computer, you have a Chrome. Okay. You write alibaba.com, right? I cannot write the whole thing. So let's say a.com, alibaba.com. So let's say this is the domain of Alibaba, right? So what happens is this request goes to your DNS, okay? Domain name system. It's like a book, okay? So actually a.com, it is something like that. It will return here that a.com is actually this IP, okay? In that dictionary or a book, it is like a dictionary, okay, book. So you go to that, it is like a.com is this IP, google.com is this IP, meta.com is this IP. Everything is listed there. You understand what is a DNS, guys? Domain name system? Yes, no? So it's like a thing, like, phone book. I'm not sure how many of you have seen one. Okay. Uh, Address book or phone book or something like that, and, oh, I'm looking a number for, this guy, XYZ John Doe, and this is the number. We cannot remember the number, right? You cannot remember IP addresses, trust me. We will never remember that many IP addresses like websites, okay? So that's why domain name exists, okay? Now what happens is it reaches to Alibaba server, okay? Because we know the address, we can reach there, right? Exactly. Alibaba, we ask for, hey, give me all the product list. Give me all the product list, okay? What is give me all the product list? So we are actually saying from Alibaba, what I want is I want product list, right? Product list, PL. Okay. So that's the first API that I'm hitting. I want all the product list from Alibaba. Correct? Alibaba gives me all the product lists, and this gives me all the product list to me, right? So this is like the thing, this is ISP, your internet service. This DNS is with your ISP, internet service provider, like the company, for me, it is Airtel. So Airtel provides me internet. Okay. For you, it can be any other company who provides you internet, right? That's your ISP, internet service provider. Okay. So through that, you get your data. Okay. Now imagine this, you are launching a company. You want to make your IP address public, correct? You want to make your IP address public, and somehow you did it. Now, let's say when somebody is reaching out to your IP address, your website is opening. How cool will be that? So let's say this C2 computer is reaching out to your IP address, okay? And your website is opening in their computer. Is it making sense, guys? What is a server? Yes, no? Yeah. And let's say your website opens, and then this C2 computer makes another request, says, hey, give me list of all your products. Give me list of all. So it can make multiple requests to your server. Hey, give me your website, give me your whole website. Hey, give me your list of products. Hey, I want to add to cart, do that for me in your database. So I can do a lot of things. So that specific service, this API, is it making sense? So that specific functionality that I'm making, like, get all product, add to cart, these functionalities are APIs. Yes, no, everyone? Clear? Server and API? Yes. So now we are trying to, we are on a phase where you understand that how things actually work, right? How things actually work. Cool. Now this is how things actually work in the backend. Okay. Let me stop sharing and start sharing the app. I mean the PPT from play current slide. Okay. Everybody can see the slide. Yes, no, properly. Everybody can see the slide properly. Yes, nice. Okay, good, nice, nice. Thank you. So what is server? We now know. Creating APIs, you know what I'm talking about. Handling request response, we are requesting to the server is responding back. That is a request response. Implementing business logic, we just talked about in that whole thing, right? Now working with database. Now database can come with your backend. So basically you can host your front end, backend, and database on a single server. That's your call. Okay. Now you will say, hey, wait, how do we do that? I mean, I have one IP address, right? And people will reach out to that IP address. I don't want them to reach out to my backend. I want them to reach out to my front end, right? And then maybe, they ask for something, they request from something from my backend. So I want to keep them separate. That happens with something called port number. Like in your house, there are multiple rooms, correct? As I said, right? Your house has a your house has a um, address. I can reach to that address. I told you. But that house also has multiple rooms for each person, correct? Yes, no. Like it might have two rooms, three rooms, one room, right? Whatever, if you live alone. Let's say you have at least two, three rooms. Okay. So one for database, one for backend, one for front end, right? So now we know that now what happens is that the mailbox knows room which room this request is for. Is it for backend? Is it for database? Is it for, right? So it happens like that. Okay. Now see this perform CRUD operation. This is one of the most important things. Okay, in database. Basically, in database, we do very simple things. We create user, we delete user, we update user, we read user. Done. CRUD, create, read, update, delete for user, for products, for orders. Done. But again, I'm saying it's done. There are codes, there are a lot of things, a lot of concepts. But basically, it boils to this only. Okay. Let's go next. Now connecting everything, front end, API, database, authentication flow, error handling. Basically, how it happens is a very simple thing. Okay. So you have opened Alibaba's app. You want list of products. So the API, asks your backend to give list of product. Your backend actually asks your database to give the list of product. Then the backend again passes to front end. Okay. So backend is connected with database, not the front end directly. Here it's showing front end. No, API is between, right? API meaning backend API. Okay, that's the backend. Okay. So first front end reach out to backend, then backend reach out to database. Database says, hey, yeah, I have the data. Backend takes that data, furnishes that data, gives it back to front end. Okay. Authentication flow is actually very simple. Okay. For now, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about authentication flow. You once you see the code, then only you understand, to be honest, this part. But it's very easy to understand. Okay. Think it like this. How do I know you are the user? You are using my website. How do I know you are the user? If I mean, let's say I'm Alibaba. Okay. I'm going to give you, when you log in, I'm going to give you a secret. Okay. I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to say, okay, this is a secret. Take it. You take it. You kept it in your pocket. Okay. You kept that secret in your pocket. Now, whenever you want product list or you want to add to cart, whatever you are doing, whatever service you want from me, whenever you want the service, you are giving me this secret. Hey, verify this secret and give me this data. Is it making sense? Yes, no? You're giving Alibaba this secret every time you are making a request, like give me product, add to cart, whatever you are ordering to Alibaba, right? You're giving this secret to Alibaba. Alibaba is processing this secret, checking if it is correct, if it is not expired, then it gives you back the response. Is it making sense? Yes, no? Okay. This is one of the system that we can use. There are many, but this is one of the best which I talked about. It's called JWT, okay, JSON Web Token. Okay, so don't worry about the words. Just understand what it is. It's very simple. Let's say I'm Alibaba. I'm giving you a token when you're logging in. You're keeping that token in your pocket for a while. Whenever you are making a request to Alibaba, to me, you are sending this token. Hey, check. This is who I am. I check it, then I give you the data. Simple. Okay. Okay. Error handling and validation. Trust me, guys, people go so wrong here. Okay. And I've added it, for a purpose. The purpose was this, that, if you go wrong in this, any hacker can hack your things. Okay. Error handling. If you don't properly handle your errors. Okay. Again, it's very technical. There is no best example to explain it, but you just need to understand. You need to not, you need to predict your errors before happening. So you need to write code that prevents that error, even if you don't know what is that error. Okay, that's error handling. Okay, and validations are like, let's say you told me to give name, password, and age. I gave you name, password, and gender, and your whole backend crashes. That should not happen. You should validate your data. Okay, let's go. Authentication and security, login, sign up flow, everybody, I hope it is clear. Token based authentication, exactly that what I told you. I gave you a secret. Whenever you log in, you give me the secret, right? Protecting routes, this is how you protect. Like when you said that, hey, Abhay, take this secret, hey, Alibaba, take this secret, and this is what I need. So protecting routes is like getting product. Okay. Not sure what's happening to me today, guys. My bad. Just give me 1 minute. Everybody can hear me, right? Please give me yes, no in the chat. Yes, thank you so much for understanding, guys. Okay, not sure. Generally, this doesn't happen with my internet. I mean, my internet is literally swing 100 Mbps. Not sure what's happening. Okay, let's go. Cool. Manual testing, API testing, testing edge cases. So all kind of testing. Don't go to like what kind of testing we are doing. API testing is the backend API testing. Feature testing. Like, is it getting all the product? Is login happening perfectly? Is sign up happening perfectly? Manual testing is like you are going to the website, going to the login page, trying to log in, trying to sign up, the page wise. Okay, manual testing. Testing edge cases, like what will happen if when you sign up, you don't give your name, you only give your email and password, right? It should give you an error. That's edge testing. If you don't give one thing, what will happen? Edge case. Fixing bugs before you launch. So you know that there is a bug in edge case, you make sure you fix it before the launch. Okay, cool. Configuring environment variables. One of the most important things. People are getting very wrong at this thing. I mean, I don't know why. This is a very, very basic thing. Okay. Yes. You will have the lecture slide. Don't worry. Yeah, no worries. So preparing for deployment, this is important. Okay. So in backend development, front-end development, both, specifically in backend, we have environment variables. What are those? For example, your database. To secure a database, there is a secured URL. To secure your token, the token I was talking about, there is secret to validate this token. That secret has to be kept as a secret. That keeps all the secret, you keep it environment variable. So properly you have to deploy a project configuring all the environment variables. Okay. Create a production build. Production build is basically, see, when you are making a project, we call it a local build generally. Okay. Which we do a lot of testing. When we deploy it to production, we create something called a production build. Okay. It's basically very identical to the local build. Okay. Then deployment overview, front-end hosting. I told you, right? There are front-end, back-end, and database. You can host all of those three things in one place. I told you room-wise, correct? Room 1, room 2, room 3. You can host in different houses as well. It's not like front-end has to be in your house. Front-end can be in somebody else's house. Actually, we do that in our classes. Okay. We don't host everything in one place. We actually prefer hosting front end in other house, like separate house, back end in separate house, database in separate house. That's what I prefer. If something goes down, we exactly know what is wrong. How much more time? It's just going to take 5 more minutes max. Okay. Common mistakes beginners make. Okay. Overbuilding features. You should not overbuild. Build the MVP, minimum viable product. Skipping planning phase, ignoring security practices. Proper testing is very important, as I told you. Not testing properly, right? Okay, from student to developer, it's a very good roadmap. Build a strong portfolio. Show your work. If you're not showing your work, you're doing wrong. There is something called GitHub, GitHub. You can search. If you might know, you might not know. Doesn't matter. Search it. Okay. GitHub is your best friend. Okay. You have to show your portfolio there. Okay. Develop real world mindset. Okay. Ship real projects. Which has an impact. Then only people will look at it. Right now, resume does not work. This is the time where resume does not work. Your work speaks for you. When you create this portfolio on GitHub, that will speak for you. Okay. Final roadmap, build 3 real world projects, deploy all projects, improve your UI UX, meaning how it looks, improve that, how it feels, improve that. Okay. Add authentication, make project public, let people use it. Then only it is, then only it is good. Okay. Finally, guys, that's all. Okay. I know I've took a lot of time from you. In between, I've disconnected twice, I think. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. Again, I disconnected. Okay. So, okay, guys, again, just understand the depth. That's what I was saying all about. Okay. Um, please, I need your help. Left side, can you assist? Yeah. Actually, Tejas will actually, tell you all about, me. Tejas, if you can give me my email and everything to them, and he will explain everything about the program as well. Okay, guys. You will also get the PPT, I think, from Tejas. He will tell you how to access the PPT. Okay. So let's keep it till this much for now. Okay. And see you soon, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.